is coming out.
It is so hot outside, Hasan. Do something.
I can't do anything about it.
Global warming is out of control. I can't escape the heat. It's October.
Yeah, bitch. You
85 degrees.
You're used to Portland, Oregon shit.
Even Oregon's hot. It's 74 degrees out. I need something needs to happen.
Nuclear warming. Nobody talks about it.
Move the global warming to Florida.
Nobody talks about nuclear warming.
Holy plastic surgery. What happened to her face?
That's Laura Trump, dog. Chill.
Jesus Christ. She looks like holy shit.
Wait, let me see what my AC's at right now. It should be cranked up.
Sorry, I'm only misogynistic to Republicans.
I'm Jewish. I'll put in a good word to our weather machine, Austin. Yeah. Jews are controlling the weather.
They are,
but
folks.
They're making it hot.
That's right.
They're making it too hot in Portland, Oregon.
That's right.
In Los Angeles, California.
Democrat-run cities.
They
way
love
too
the
hot.
tropical weather. That's why they went to the desert. That's why they went to Israel. And that's why they went to Boca Raton. That's the part that doesn't make sense, by the way.
I spent a lot of time in Boca.
If you're a Jew and you have the capacity to control the weather, why the f are you literally sending a hurricane to a massive Jewish community in Florida? Like, that also doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But I guess Nazis are so stupid that they don't ever think about these things at all, obviously. Yeah, Jews control the weather. That's why they're dominating their own areas that they live in. Yeah, they're self-hating Jews. Yeah, that makes no sense, but whatever.
Is there another hurricane going to Florida?
Yeah.
Florida couldn't be any more insufferable.
If Jews control the world, how come we don't have our holidays off work? Yeah, that's that's to quiet the suspicions. That's right. That's probably what it is, I think.
Well, how are you doing today? Other than that, I thought it was supposed to be a fun day. When I left, you were like,
"Yeah, I mean, it did start off with
it's never fun."
Okay, dude, chill out.
But I love this shit.
Okay, first of all,
so you know, okay,
last night this literally was like, "Bro, you want to turn on some YouTube?" I was like, "No, dude,
okay, well,
I don't want to turn on YouTube."
We sat on the couch for an hour and a half together and didn't watch anything. We couldn't agree on anything because I came to the conclusion that at nighttime, what I watch Hasan on YouTube, and he didn't want to turn on videos of himself, which makes sense.
But I did ask him something from the liberal perspective that I think is very instructive. I was like, Austin, do you like when I criticize Kamala Harris, like in terms of, because he said his favorite is when I do hogwash, like when I make fun of Republicans.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
And so I asked him, I was like, so as a liberal, like, do you like it when I shit on Kamala Harris?
I said,
and he said he doesn't really like it.
I don't enjoy it. It's not good content to me.
Yeah, he doesn't enjoy it as much.
It's just sad. It's more sad when you do it to the, like, because like it's like constructive, like valid, like, but like,
okay, checking.
When you watch the hogs, it's like they're so, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't hate it in a way that, like, it's not valid criticism. I agree with the critique. It's just not entertaining to me because it's like, shit, it's just not as fun to watch because the hogs is just
sad.
It's just sad. Like, the hogs are funny. Like, they're so stupid, it's funny. Whereas, like, the Democrats, like, are just like, it's just not funny because it's the party that could be something great.
But they choose to not do that.
For some reason, not to be great. And just capitulate to the center right because they think that some invisible human being or there's some large constituency that they will get good.
Basically, it's not fun to get hogwashed. I mean, when I shit on the liberals, it's not like I'm doing hogwash. I'm more angry. I think I'm more resentful and angry towards liberals when I criticize them because, like, I expect them. Maybe I believe in their lies as well, where I expect them to be like at least a little bit more educated and know better, but they, choose to operate on the same.
Somebody in the Democratic Party told Tim Walz it was people want them to be more bipartisan or some shit. You cannot be bipartisan with a Nazi.
Wait, what do you mean? Let's hear what this guy has to say. I want to be bipartisan with this guy. That's the craziest widow's peak I've ever seen, dude.
There's no middle ground on the rights of people.
All right, right, before we go,
Shut up, Laura.
what we're going to do here today, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to make a new memory in Butler, Pennsylvania. And this will mark the moment that this election was won for Donald J. Trump. Let's send him back to the White House on November 5th. We love you, Pennsylvania. Thank you. God bless.
I like how Trump keeps getting sued by the music that he uses.
Yeah,
He just
so he
keeps
has to
getting
use different ones. Yeah, Tropical Storm
look
Milton.
At you. Look at this. Look at this like versatile news coverage.
Tropical Storm Milton expected to approach Florida's west coast by midweek with life-threatening storm surge.
Oh, not another one. Look at this. And now to weather with Hassan Piker.
All right, and now we're back to Harry Enton. A must-win. Enton on the stakes of Harris and Trump in battleground Michigan. Kamala Harris is within the, not even in the margin of error. Like, Kamala Harris is going to probably lose Michigan at this point. And she's like 1 point away with hundreds of thousands of voters being like, yeah, dog, I'm not voting for you. You are taking my tax dollars that I'm paying and directly giving the tax dollars to a murder machine that is executing my immediate family members. That is ridiculous. I'm not voting for you. Meanwhile, Kamal Ahmad Jawad was killed by the Israeli state with American weapons, and he was in Lebanon. Okay, he's from Dearborn, Michigan. Matthew Miller literally said he is a legal permanent resident, so he's technically not an American citizen. That's what he said.
Lebanon, can you give us any?
We have seen those reports. It's our understanding that it was a legal permanent resident, not an American citizen.
Wow, what a distinction, dude.
Wow.
What? Thank you for saying
But you know
that.
what? So we shouldn't care for some reason.
Yeah, that's great, man. That's really cool.
Oh yeah.
To know that you know, that's how little the American state gives a about its own goddamn citizens. That's crazy.
But we obviously offer our sincerest condolences to the family on their loss.
Serious condolences. Okay.
Wait, is Trump on yet?
No, not yet.
How do you know?
That's great, man. Thanks. Like, dude, I think he was also a citizen anyway. I don't think he was like, not that it fucking matters. Okay. Not that it matters. They did this exact same thing. They, for the record, did this exact same thing with Ayşenur Ezgi, who is an American citizen. Okay. Straight up. Literally grew up in Seattle, went to college there. Activist goes to West Bank, gets shot by an Israeli sniper, okay, in the West Bank for no reason other than the fact that, you know, she is just standing there in solidarity with the Palestinians. And then our government went, she's a Turkish American citizen. Yeah, family of Lebanese American doctor Kamal Ahmad Jawad, who was killed by Israeli forces in his last days. He chose to help the elderly, disabled, injured. He served as a guardian, provided them with food, mattress, and other comforts, and anonymously paid off their debts. And there are people in this community that are saying, it's my friend's father, he's a citizen. It's my friend's father-in-law, he's a citizen. Yeah, the New York Times also called Ayşenur Ezgi a very Turkish person. It's just like when Israel kills someone. Oh, here. Also, then they acknowledged that they mistakenly referred to the Michigan native as a non-citizen and then offered condolences to the man's family. Kamal Ahmad Jawad from Dearborn, Michigan was killed by an Israeli airstrike in Lebanon on Tuesday, according to a statement released by his family. We are aware and alarmed of the reports of the death of Kamal Jawad, who we have confirmed is a U.S. citizen, said the department. So I guess he wasn't a non-citizen. But let's be real. Every Arab in America knows this. Every Lebanese person in America knows this. Every Muslim in America knows this. If you are in the crosshairs of America or you're in the crosshairs of Israel, which is an extension of America, and you get killed, you get assassinated, you are not a citizen. They do not treat you like a citizen. The distinction also exists for Lebanese civilians that wanted to leave Lebanon. America offered chartered flights out of Israel for American Israelis who could escape Israel in the aftermath of October 7. America did not do such a thing for the Lebanese civilians when Israel was bombing Beirut. So it's hard not to conclude that the American government does not give a about American citizens when they are in the crosshairs of America or Israel, which is a continuation and extension of America. Yeah.
God, for what?
Yeah. Anyway, but that's besides the point. We're doing fun stuff. We're gonna do Hog Watch after we're done with Harry Anton's
points
analysis.
last time around. But history is not always prologue, because I want you to take a look back at the beginning of this century. Remember, George W. Bush won in Dearborn by 8 points. Then 4 years later, after the war on terror started, a lot of Muslims turned against the Bush administration. John Kerry won in Dearborn by 19 points. And remember, uncommitted in the Democratic primary this past time around won a majority of the vote in Dearborn. So the bottom line is Dearborn and the Arab Muslim vote are very much up.
Yeah, I wonder why Kerry won by 19 points against Bush.
Now, are a lot of these people just not voting, or are they going to vote for Trump?
Some of them are voting for Trump, straight up. Some of them, I think it's like almost a 40-40 split down the middle, and then the rest is going third party.
Brandon?
Yeah. No, Jill Biden. Jill Biden. Yeah. So understand why it went from +8 in 2000 to +19, because the Muslim Arab voting bloc in Michigan used to be conservative. They used to vote along conservative boundaries. And then, you know, a lesser known event occurred that triggered unlimited warfare upon the Muslim population around the entire globe. Then they went by LeBron numbers to the Democratic Party and never actually looked back. Having said that, however, they now they're looking at the situation in front of them and they're going, well, the Democrats are killing us too.
So we're going to vote for Jill.
Serious question. Is this chat voting Trump because fuck Kamala? No, dude.
Yeah, barbecue 489.
No.
Barbecue.
There's more than 4 million people watching Trump on Twitter. Yeah, it's because they are waiting for, you know, history to potentially repeat itself, I think. I think Islam is death. That's what this guy said. Nice, man.
Nice.
Yeah, Islam does mean death, because if you're Muslim, that means the American government will kill you and never really care about it, or Israel will kill you and never really care about it, or a terror cell that America has funded or trained will kill you and no one will care about it. And then they'll say, oh, you died in the hands of that terror cell, that, you know, you're not the real representative of Islam, ISIS is. And then they'll use that as a further justification to conduct its, you know, even deadlier campaigns.
Can you make one of your chats live?
Yes. Oh, God. Apparently, people don't like how long it takes for Trump to actually speak at these goddamn events. People get upset about it. And
Programs in Michigan, not a good sign for Kamala Harris.
All right, Harry Anton, thanks so much. Let's continue this conversation with Democratic strategist James Carville. And James, you just heard Harry Anton lay out what's in stake in battleground Michigan. Are you confident Harris can win Michigan?
He is.
Well, if I listen to you and Harry, I think she ought to quit. Okay? I mean, I just never seen anything like the piling on about, well, she's behind Union household, she's behind in Dearborn, she's behind here, there, she's behind everywhere.
What are they supposed to do? Like, CNN is very conservative nowadays, but like they're just looking at the number. Bro, CNN is insane.
I don't watch the news anymore.
They literally were talking about the Hispanic vote. They were talking about like the Latino vote in America.
No, I'm not disputing it.
And
I was asking a
Anderson
question.
Cooper brought forward one.
Hold on, for the record.
One Latino.
I was asking a question, not disputing what he said.
Okay, I'm explaining it to you.
Okay, thank you. Because some people are like, oh, come on.
In news coverage, okay, stop reading chat. I will literally pause both chats if you keep reading chat and
read
interrupting
chat consistently.
I know, but I also still have
you interrupt yourself.
I still have the capacity to give you just analysis.
You know that? You interrupt
now.
yourself to read
Listen
chat.
to me. Listen to the words.
I'm listening.
Okay.
Okay.
Yesterday, in a news broadcast on CNN that Anderson Cooper was leading, the subject matter was about Latino voters and they're changing allegiances. Latino vote, like the Democratic Party has been hemorrhaging support amongst the Latino voter blocs.
Yes.
All around the country. In order to provide professional commentary on the subject matter, Anderson Cooper brought on
two Republican strategists. I saw that. Yeah.
Anna Navarro, who is a never Trump Republican, but like literally is a Republican her entire life. and her father was a part of a terror cell, which we're not even going to get into right now. That's besides the point. And a current Trump Republican. Like, they are insane. Okay.
Ever since I've been watching you, over time, I've become increasingly nauseated at the, like, this platforming of people for the pursuit of some sort of fake idea of bipartisanship.
I don't even think that they're doing that for bipartisanship. I think
but I'm nauseated by like
yeah,
that
I think
fact.
it's more of a cold. It's more of a cold.
It's like
calculated.
Republicans never want bipartisanship. They want fascism and blood sport. Oh, there he is.
Okay, yeah, hush now. My goat is speaking.
Oh, he's got to be live. There's no way they recorded this. He's just old. Oh, wow. I'm so touched. Oh, he's singing right there. No wonder it sounds like shit. Oh, Jesus.
There's pride in every American heart.
Why couldn't they get Frankie Valli?
I don't know. That would have been awesome.
They used to play this at my Little League games during Iraq.
Okay, he kind of ate that. He kind of ate that.
God bless the USA. They needed to have stealth bombers fly over, I think.
USA.
You think Hogs would be like, well, you know, the last time someone stood behind him, he got shot.
Yeah.
Nope. God. What a clown show this country is, dude. But hey, listen,
not a brain cell in sight.
Yeah, at least you get to experience wall-to-wall coverage of the clown show at the top of the hour when there's a 3-minute ad break. However, there is an exception.
Very big thank you to
You must subscribe for $6 or for free with Twitch Prime if you want to see.
He's speaking.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna run the 3-minute. Oh, the illegal immigration. The chart that saved our beautiful boy's life. Here's a 3-minute ad break now.
I love that chart. I love that graph. Isn't it a beautiful thing? But also beautiful because look at the number. That's the day I left office. It was the lowest Border Patrol, the lowest it's ever been. Illegal immigration.
Really was.
Today it's out of control.
The moment.
I love it for other reasons too. You know that. So thank you very much, and thank Lee and what Lee has done with that song. And it's such an honor to have it. I want to just let you know that tonight I return to Butler in the aftermath of tragedy and heartache to deliver a simple message to the people of Pennsylvania and to the people of America.
Yeah, a simple message.
Our movement to make America great again stands stronger, prouder, more united, more determined, and nearer to victory than ever before. We're going to make America great again. Gonna win the election. Gonna win the election. And to all Americans, whether you are Republican, Democrat, Independent, Conservative, or Liberal, or you have no label whatsoever, it makes no difference. Our movement, it belongs to you. It belongs to our country.
No, shut the up.
Belongs to our country. And together in just 1 month, we are going to usher in a new golden age of American security, prosperity, sovereignty, and freedom for our citizens of every race, religion, color, and creed.
Oh, I'm sure. Unless you're an immigrant.
Exactly 12 weeks ago this evening on this very ground, a cold-blooded assassin aimed to silence me and to silence the greatest movement, MAGA, in the history of our country. MAGA. We love MAGA.
No, we don't. I'm sorry.
For
I'm a little
16
too
harrowing
lived up here.
seconds during the gunfire, time stopped as this vicious monster unleashed pure evil from his sniper's perch, not so far away. But by the hand of providence and the grace of God, that villain did not succeed in his goal, did not come close.
He didn't come close?
He did not stop our movement. He did not break out our spirit. He did not shake our unyielding resolve to save America from evils of poverty, hatred, and destruction. Yet we are here this evening in record numbers. This is a big crowd. This is a big one. This is a big one. Not only to mark the triumph of American spirit, but over, and you know that this is really, truly, in the truest sense, spirit over evil and adversity, but also to pay tribute to some of the best and bravest we have ever known. This field is now a monument to the valor of our first responders, to the resilience of our fellow citizens, and to the sacrifice of a loving and devoted father, a really great man. You know that. Forever afterward.
They're chanting his name, Hasan. They're chanting Corey's name. Yeah. Boring.
Forever after, all who have visited this hallowed place will remember what happened here, and they will know of the character and courage that so many incredible American patriots have showed and know, and they know it at a level never seen before, probably. First, I want to thank the men and women of the U.S. Secret Service who threw their bodies on top of mine.
Oh, my God, there he is. In the spot that he got
Without
shot,
even
they
a
have his
thought
uniform.
for their own lives. They were on top of me so fast.
No way.
They were on top of me, and there was not even a moment of doubt in their minds.
No
Watch
way,
those tapes.
dude.
Not even a moment of doubt. I want to thank Secret Service. A great,
No way.
great
They
people.
just have
They
his
are great
uniform.
people.
Oh, my God.
They love the symbolism, dude.
And in that moment, those agents displayed a devotion to duty that cannot be described, and they did it yet again less than 3 weeks ago when they really did a fantastic job. Another attempt.
Oh boy,
It was another
people
attempt.
sure
We have an
seem to
evil world.
want to kill me, huh?
A very sick world.
I have to go pee.
My gratitude to them is beyond measure. We also owe a tremendous debt, thanks to the Secret Service counter sniper and a local police sniper who returned fire within seconds and stopped the shooter quickly and saved many lives. If he didn't stop, he saved many lives. He had a lot of bullets, a lot of ammunition up there with him. I mean, just amazing when you think they did it so quickly without any knowledge of what was going on. Boom. And had that not happened, it would have been a very different story. It would have been many, potentially many people. I also want to express our thanks to the Butler Township Police Department, incredible people. The Butler Sheriff's deputies, Pennsylvania State Police, and all of the other law enforcement heroes, as well as the emergency personnel and doctors, the medical teams at Butler Memorial Hospital, Allegheny General Hospital, who rushed me and rushed some of these very badly wounded people. They were wounded, a lot of badly wounded people, and in particular, two people. They were very brave and great people. They were big Trump fans, and they still are. That means something. That was pretty amazing.
right.
You know, when I got up, I asked whether or not anybody was killed, I assumed that there would be a lot because I heard the bullets winging right over my head. They said probably 3. The doctors did such an incredible job. It was one great gentleman, but the other 2 have been amazing, actually. They've gone through it. They've gone through a lot. And when the crisis struck, they did really Pennsylvania proud. You've heard that expression, Pennsylvania proud. It's a great place.
He's going to get there. Don't worry.
I went to school. I went to college in Pennsylvania.
He's getting there.
It's a great
Crazy
place.
shit.
The people are incredible. Also, and I have to say, after returning to the field tonight,
that's
is one of the really
patriot
brave Americans who
and
was
a
hit
gay man.
by the assassin's bullet, U.S. Marine veteran David Dutch. David, thank you. Thank you, David. Thank you, David.
Oh, shit. CNN is back to its old tricks.
And David, we're thrilled to see your
They're
recovery
covering
is
it,
going
too.
well. Great doctors up here, I have to tell you, great doctors. Your courage is really an inspiration to us all, so I want to thank you very much, David. A great gentleman. Great gentleman. I want to send our love to someone who could not be here because he has just undergone a major surgery related to the shooting. A man who is really badly wounded, like David, James Copenhagen. Because James was a wonderful man, a big Trump fan. And Mr. Copenhagen is out there watching us right now, but he's in a hospital where they did some additional work. But he's in great shape. He wanted to be here so badly, but he's in great shape, and we appreciate it, and we're looking to his full and complete recovery. He will have a complete recovery. Thank you.
They're bored.
Thank you very much.
They're bored.
And of course, there's one more hero who could not make it back here tonight because he is no longer
Corey
with us.
Contemporary.
Right? You know who that is, right? Corey, our beautiful Corey. Corey is not with us tonight, and he should be. We all miss him. He's become somewhat of a folk hero, I have to tell you. Who is with us is his beautiful wife and daughters.
He's become somewhat of a
and
fairy tale,
relatives,
folks.
sister.
Oh, God.
Please. Where are you? Where are they sitting? There they are. There's a lot of people. It's not easy to find people in this audience. Goes back further than you can see. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Great family. A great, incredible family. And he loved you a lot.
You didn't know him, dude.
You
What
know,
the
his
fuck?
wife said something very beautiful. The public, a lot of people.
He took a
all of us,
bullet in
a
my
lot of people have been
stead.
very generous, and she said, I'd rather have my husband. That's a good thing to say. That's a good thing to say.
Wait, well, of course.
I'd rather have my husband.
Of course.
Corey
No
Comparator
shit.
was a incredible husband and father, a devout Christian, a veteran, and a proud former fire chief, very respected within
You
the
like
town.
it?
Everybody
Yeah.
knew him.
Oh
Few
my
men
God, he's getting
volunteered
hoggified.
to run into fires, but
I don't really care about this shit. Chat. He likes Dr.
Actually, wait, hold
Pepper.
on. Kind of tastes like cough syrup.
Oh God, too late. Well, you should have tried the. You should have tried the fucking
God, I got to stop putting my phone on my balls.
Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. You should have tried.
gunshots pierced the air on that July evening. Corey leapt into the fire one more time. In his last seconds of this earth, he threw himself on the top of his wife and daughters. He didn't want them hurt. He threw himself. He
Is that
said
what
he
he
knew
did?
what was happening.
Dude, I don't know.
He didn't want them hurt.
I don't think that's what happened.
And
is
he
it?
was hit hard. He was hit hard. And he gave his life to shield their lives. Every
He was
father,
blown to
husband in
smithereens,
America
folks.
hopes that if the time
Jesus
came,
Christ.
we would have what
Jesus
Corey
Christ.
had. Tremendous
What the
courage,
fuck,
tremendous
man?
guts, and he wanted to protect his family.
Jesus
and
Christ.
he did protect his family. At this time, it is 6/11. 12 weeks to the minute
He didn't have to say
the
that.
shooting began. I would like to ask
this is
everyone
weird.
to join me in
Isn't
a
it?
moment of silence.
Like the detail, man.
This is weird. What the? No! The death bells! Hey, yo! He pulled Undertaker's coming out.
Why are they playing music during the moment of silence?
Dude, I don't know, dude. I don't know what these guys are. I don't know anything at this point. This is cinema. Okay, cinema.
It's too much.
That motherfucker's burning in hell right now, looking up like, God damn, this is how you're honoring me? What was all of this for?
Wait, is he live singing it?
Wait, really? Oh my God. Oh, they're playing it on CNN too. Well, Corey was Italian.
Or was he?
Oh God, they have to fucking. You think the people around him are scared?
Look at this guy over here. He's kind of. Why did we kind of hit the harmonies on that?
I don't know. We're harmonic. Lyrics translate the pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Is that why it's the Hitman song? It's the Hitman
Now that
song.
is what you call a voice.
God,
One of
he's
the greatest
so
opera
zesty.
singers
He
in the
loves
world. and
opera. He loves
Christopher
Broadway.
Macchio, who's truly a great talent, is going to be back when I leave, and I'm going to stay backstage watching every song. He's going to sing 3 or 4 great songs, Nessa Dorma and others. And so I wouldn't leave your seat too fast when we're finished today, but this
he's
is
gonna do a concert.
in honor of 3 great people.
Oh, he's doing that because he hopes that people won't leave the rally. That's what it
That
is.
is a real voice, isn't it, huh? That's not... What do you think, Mr. Future
A
Vice
real
President?
voice.
Pretty good, right? I don't know if you could do that, JD. I don't know. I don't think JD can do that.
Too much of a pussy, JD.
In the face of murderous hate, Corey answered the most selfless kind of love.
What do
We
you
are
think,
joined
JD,
this
you little
evening
pussy?
by
What do you think? Could you do
Corey's
that?
incredible
Could you do
widow,
that?
Helen, his
My little
2
cock?
precious daughters, Kaylee and Allison, and his sisters, Kelly and Dawn. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is an incredible tribute. This is a tribute like no other, and he deserves it. To Helen and the entire family, I can only begin to imagine the depths of your grief, but I want you to know that just like you, we will carry his memory in our hearts for as long as we live. Everybody in this stadium and everybody
This woman right here with the
that was
hat,
there,
the cowboy hat.
Yeah.
tragic evening. We are.
She's got the same thing on the
we are
back of
thinking
my
about
phone. Oh, I don't
Corey.
have it.
We think about him a
The
lot.
charging port?
I know he's looking down
She's
on us
getting
right now from heaven, smiling
2
at his
batteries
beloved wife
full
and daughters
with their
and
phone
his
right
mother
there.
Karen
Look
and
at her.
his entire
She
family.
matters.
His
She
entire
needs it.
family.
She needs it.
2 full
And-
batteries.
She's filming the whole process.
Yeah. That's an anchor. You can get it at your local Verizon store.
And he's with you.
Thanks, man.
And he's going to be with us for a long time because, you know,
Yeah,
some
Corey's
people
looking
just
up at us
don't
going,
die
what
in
was
vain.
it all worth
And what
for?
he's
Was
left
this
behind
worth
is
it? I don't
incredible.
think
And
so.
so, God bless you, Corey. God bless you. Thank you very much. God bless you. You know, I just one little story. Helen told me that on the day that they came to the rally, Corey was really excited because somebody gave him great seats right up front here with the people from North Carolina, the ladies from North Carolina. This is their 227th rally. I don't know what's going on with them. Those beautiful ladies. But they always seem to have good seats. Yeah. But Corey had the best seat in the house, and he was telling his wife and family on the way over in the car. He said, I'm telling you, he's going to invite me up in the stage, because I do that sometimes. I take people, we invite them up at the stage. And she smiled, thinking it'll never happen. And little did anyone realize that Corey would be on the stage 3 months later in an almost immortal position. And that's where he is today. He's on the stage.
What are you saying?
I think not almost. I think it's a truly immortal position. So the love that he showed on that day and throughout his life is the love that sustains the entire.
Okay, this is the most cultish. Like, I know Trump is a cult, like MAGA is a cult, but this is the most cultish they've been in quite a while.
I don't think
hatred and malice,
looks good
because
to the
even in
average
the
person.
darkest hours, it shines forth as a guide, and it guides us
crazy.
like nothing could
Unless you're like super
ever guide
MAGA.
us. It guides us really like a candle in the night. And so it's love like Corey's that is joining us to save our country, that's
Like-
going to heal our country, and that is going to reunite our
is
country
my mic fucked
as
up?
one nation under
No,
God,
Trump's mic
indivisible,
was.
with liberty and justice for all.
They were making fun of Trump's mic. You didn't hear it?
They said turn up my mic.
No, you yelled way too much.
So what our opponents have never understood is that this movement has never been about me. It's always been about you. It's been about a lot of people,
Oh, yeah,
millions
totally.
and millions of people, the biggest
Totally about-
ever in the history of this country, maybe anywhere.
Totally.
And everyday people who are
Can you
the
do one of
heart
the
and
chats?
soul of our country.
One of the chats live?
They love our movement. They love our country, and they know they're doing right. Your hopes are my hopes. Your dreams are my dreams, and
Oh,
your
shut
future
the
is what I am
just
fighting
wanna
for
call him the
every
F slur
single
so
day.
bad. We need
Don't do that on Twitch.
I won't.
I'll get banned.
I know.
I got a lot of haters waiting for me to get banned.
And now I
They're
have
all
a great
salivating.
companion in J.D. Vance. How good was he the other night? How good?
Oh, God.
He was great.
He's so ugly in this coin.
Did you see the tweets of like Midwestern moms saying that
He
their
was
daughters
great.
said that J.D. Vance
But
was
from the
hot?
very beginning of this journey, I've
Did you see
been on a
those? No.
mission to rescue
Oh,
our
it was
country from a
disgusting.
failed
Okay, hold on. I'm trying
and
to
very
listen to my
corrupt
goat,
political
please.
establishment.
boring
Very
speech.
corrupt. We have to change
No,
it.
he's my
We
goat
have
still.
to change it. We need also a very free and open press, and to give it back to the country you believe in and I believe in. It's a country that we were born in, and the country that you deserve. You deserve this. In that mission, I will never quit. I will never bend. I will never break. I will never yield, not even in the face of death itself. And I believe that every citizen deserves an America with a grand, very, very grand ambition, great opportunities, and limitless. We just want limitless potential. We want an America where you can get ahead and be proud of life and provide for your family in a really decent way, where we don't have crime. We have a fabulous military to protect us from evil. We have everything has to be the best. We have to have the best schools. We have to have strong borders. We don't want bad people coming in and hurting us. We don't want to have open borders, do we? You deserve a government that protects and respects its own citizens, that defends your sovereignty, your security, and your dignity and your freedom. You deserve a nation that builds things, again, makes things better, that aims for the stars once more, and that once again commands respect. And we want to get respect like we had it 4 years ago. The entire world respected us. They respected us. They respected us more than they've ever respected us. And now they laugh at us. We can't have them laugh at us, can we? Above all, you deserve leadership in Washington that does not
He looks
answer
like a
to the
Costco
lobbyists,
guy in
to
this
the
one.
bureaucrats, or to the corrupt special interests, but answers only to you, the hardworking citizens of America, of which there are a lot of them. We have a lot of them. We have a lot of them. Over the past 8 years, those who want to stop us from achieving this future have slandered me, impeached me, indicted me, tried to throw me off the ballot, and who knows, maybe even tried to kill me. But I've never stopped fighting for you, and I never will. Never will. Never gonna stop.
Crowd's kind of weak, if I'm being honest.
Thank you. Thank you. And in turn, you have always stood with me. You have always stood with me, no matter what. You saw what was going on. You saw the hoaxes and the scams. You saw everything that went on. We are a team. We're a great team, I think. We're probably the best team ever in the history of our country, if you really think about it. We've fought together. We have endured together. We have pushed onward together. And right here in Pennsylvania, we have bled together. We've bled. We've had 3 people that really got hit hard. 2 of them made it. Great doctors.
Dude, he is
great doctors.
physically incapable of speaking about
You weren't
stuff like
supposed to
this
make it. I wasn't
in a
supposed to make
serious
it.
manner.
We had 3 people just get
My
blasted,
great
folks.
doctor
It was-
at
He
Butler
just cannot.
said, "Sir,
He
you're the
cannot speak
luckiest
about
man
this
alive.
like
This would be a good
normally.
time for you to go out and buy a lottery ticket. I've never seen anything like. I almost went out and bought a lottery ticket. I'll take it. And 31 days from now, here in this great Commonwealth and all across our land, we are going to win together. We are going to vote together. We're going to win the greatest election in the history of our country, maybe the greatest election all time. After we all have been through all of this together, nobody's gone through what we've gone through. Nobody. Because I go through it, you're going through it too. But there's never been anything like this. You know, I always say there's an enemy from within and there's an outside enemy. And if you're smart, the outside enemy is not going to be a problem. Russia, China, North Korea, we're not going to have a problem if you have a smart president. If you have not such a smart president, then it's a problem. But we have an enemy from within, which I think is much more dangerous than the outside enemy. We stand on the verge of the 4 greatest years in the history of our country. We can make these the 4 greatest years. We'll turn it around so fast that your head will spin.
Look at that ad. Settle your...
With victory on November 5th, we are going to redeem America's promise and unlock the extraordinary future that is just within our reach. It is now within our reach. Think of it, 1 month from today, 1 month. We got to get there. We got to get there. They'll drop all sorts of bombs. They'll be hitting you, JD. They'll be hitting me. These people, they'll hit and hit. But
They're saying they're
I think
attacking
we've
them
almost become
unjustifiably.
immune to it.
The enemy
we've
from
become-
within.
We've become immune to it. You got a little dose of it, couple of little doses. No, that's the only way. That's the only way they can even think about winning, with open borders. Who wants open borders? Who wants men playing in women's sports?
Good God.
Who wants sex change operations for illegal aliens
Oh, my God.
in holding bins? No, I don't think so.
Oh, my God.
We will begin a new era of soaring income,
Finally, he's getting to
skyrocketing
the
wealth,
content.
millions and millions of new jobs, and a booming middle class. We're going to boom like we've never boomed before. And we're going to unleash a manufacturing renaissance right here in Pennsylvania, including fracking like we've never fracked before. We're going to
Fracking like we've never fracked before. We're going to be fracking underneath you. Your
You know, our
water
opponent
supply
said, there'll
is
be no
cooked.
fracking, no fracking. We'll never frack. We'll never frack. Then about...
You won't be
started
able to
saying-
drink water ever
And by the
again.
way, speaking of poll numbers, do you mind if I mention poll numbers? Because I only mention them when they're good. I never mention it. But one that's hit me really amazingly, Rasmussen, very highly respected poll. JD,
yeah.
it just came
No,
out. I
it's-
don't think you heard this one, but this is a shocker. You know, they always say the Democrats will win the Hispanic vote, but we've been creeping up rather rapidly.
Trash
And
Musin is what they call him.
Rasmussen
Damn, you are such a
is one of
libtard.
the most
That's
respected
awesome that you
polls.
did that.
I mean, Republicans would get 4,
Organically, mind
5,
you.
6, 9, 10%. They
Read
just
that one,
came out
Chad,
with
or
a
did
poll.
Did you
I saw it on Twitter.
You saw it on Twitter?
62%
You're
for
such
Trump.
a fucking lib. Oh my
Think of
god.
that.
Trash Musin.
Look at that. And 34% for Kamala. I don't usually use her last name because nobody knows who I'm talking about. I go, Harris. Harris.
What does
They
that
say,
even
who's
mean?
Harris? It's happening all the
Nobody
time.
says
Who's
that
Harris?
at all.
And we can't find out who she is because if we do, our country is going to be in big trouble.
What?
We will live in a very beautiful city or town that are safe and clean with borders that are sealed and secure. And again, we want people to come into our country. We all want that. We need that. But you know what? We want them to come in legally. They're going to come in legally and love for our country.
Shane Gillis nails his impression.
And America will once again be strong and confident and free. And we're going to have that. We're going to have it strong, confident, and free. That's why I'm here today. You know, I could right now be having a beautiful life. I don't have to be here. I could instead, I could be on a gorgeous beach someplace.
That's
I have
probably
such
what
nice
it is.
property. I could be in Monte Carlo as an example, but I'd rather be in Butler with you.
He does not. Fuck that's an honest moment where he's
rather be in
I could be
Butler.
in Monte Carlo, but I'm here with you disgusting piglets is what he actually believes.
Do you think if he wasn't going to go to jail, he wouldn't be running?
Yeah.
He would not be running?
Yeah.
He's just trying to run to stay out of jail.
Well, I legitimately think that, yes. I don't think he
No,
liked
I'd rather
any of
be
the
here.
president's stuff.
Because we're doing something. You know, they got a lot of rich guys that go, nobody cares about them. I had one about a month ago, very, very rich guy, and he called me up. He said, President, I've known him for a long time. I don't say how long because I don't want my wife to hear that number. It's a long time. But he's very successful, and he said to me, sir, could you do me a favor? The guy's worth billions of dollars. He said, could you do me a favor? I can't get into a restaurant. Do you think you could call them to get me in? And I said, what the hell is the good of being rich if you can't get into a restaurant, right? And I called the maitre d'. Hi, I'm a little embarrassed. Hi, this is Donald Trump. I recognize your voice. So would you do me a favor? A friend of mine is online about a mile back. This is a very successful restaurant. And he's got his wife. I described the wife. Could you possibly go get them? Could you go get them and bring them in? And he did.
Butler, Pennsylvanians know very well what it's like to go to an exclusive Michelin star restaurant in the heart of Manhattan, New York, and be denied by the maitre d', and then make demands of the maitre d'.
And then call the former president
Thank you
to
very
get you
much,
in.
Doctor.
This is a relevant experience that they can identify with.
Take your time, doctor, please. We got plenty of time, right? We got a lot of time.
We got so much time.
Thank you for this relatable experience, sir. I know exactly what it's like when I have to call the
doing
maitre
okay?
d'.
Take your
This
time.
woman behind him has not stopped filming the speech.
Her
We've
arm
got to
has to get
protect
tired.
our
Look
people,
at that.
right? Take your
That
time.
case is heavy too. She must honestly. Can somebody? I bet she's streaming on Facebook. I guarantee you could go on Facebook and find her live stream.
Probably.
She's definitely streaming it on Facebook.
That's such a soccer
all right,
mom thing to
doctor,
do.
go ahead.
Like, who the
That's
would
all
want to
right.
Don't
watch?
go find it.
Who the would want to
That's
watch
all right.
your view, like your
come out 2-3 days
back
ago
of
and
Donald
then you
Trump?
get-
Like,
it's
who would want that
it's
juicy
an amazing-
inside
Are you
access?
kidding me?
It's
He's
an
got
amazing. We
fucking
appreciate.
ass on
Everybody
him, dude.
appreciates it. Yep. Take your time. That's great. That's great.
This crowd isn't very.
Do we have the greatest people in the world? We have the greatest people in the world.
What's CNN? Is CNN still on him?
First responders, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Damn. Crazy.
Trump returns to the site of first assassination attempt in Butler, Pennsylvania.
Boy.
He's just gonna watch. Is he dead? He's visiting Corey. I talked about Corey so much.
Oh my God.
What?
Oh my
What are
God.
they doing?
Oh.
Oh my God, brother.
That's what you want to hear. He doesn't remember he doesn't know the rest of the words. Hello? Is someone dying?
Thank you.
God bless.
I think someone passed out at the rally. Dude, the rally, I mean, this is so insanely botted, but it currently has 6.8 million live viewers on Twitter, the Everything app. X, the Everything app.
Are they dead? Usually when you pass out, you wake up pretty quick, right?
I don't know, dude. Maybe.
He's good there. They're clapping.
Vaccine injury, brother? Yeah.
Sit, Kaya. Sit.
Kaya, please.
No, she's okay.
No.
No?
Please.
No? Okay. Okay.
Good girl.
I wanted to cuddle with her, but...
Thank you, Doctor. Great job. Thank you. Thank you, fellas. Thank you. First responders. Thank you very much. People are here for a long time, and we appreciate it very much. And so sometimes that happens. A lot of times that happens, actually. But she'll be great. You watch. So 12 weeks ago, we all took a bullet for America, and all we are all asking is that everyone goes out and votes. We got to win. We can't let this happen to our country. We can't take another 4 years like this. We won't have a country left. We're not going to have a country left. And all of this will be for nothing if you don't get out and vote. It will all be for nothing. We will have talked about it, and if we do it, it'll be the greatest achievement, I think, in the history of politics for all of us for this age. Because we're going to change our country around and fast.
Look at her. She's still recording.
She went.
Nobody
she's
thought
now
were
going
possible.
landscape,
We're going
though.
to do them fast.
She's filming something
So
else.
Pennsylvania, it's time to stand up for America and a time to save our country. This is really about saving our country. It's never been like this. When you look at the crime, look at the crime. Look at the people that are coming in, murderers. 13,099 murderers let in over the last short period of time. Murderers that have been released from penitentiaries, prisons, jails, released into our country. Crime rates all over the world are down. They're taking their gang members and their criminals, they're taking their people in jail, and they're releasing them into our country. We can't have it. You know, we just can't have it. How do you get more simple than that? They're releasing murderers, they're releasing drug dealers, they're releasing gang members and criminals, human traffickers. Mostly they traffic in women, and they're releasing them all into our country, and they're emptying their jails, and their crime rates in Venezuela are way down because, you know,
Wormfather,
but it's
thank
not
you for
only
the
in
10
South America,
gifted
it's all over
subs.
the world, in Africa, the Congo.
Gifting it
A lot of people
directly to
coming out of
10
the Congo
Venezuelans.
in Africa. They're coming out from Asia. They're coming out from the Middle East, Yemen. They're coming out from Yemen. A lot of people.
Yeah, we
coming
have
out of
so many
Yemen,
people coming from Yemen.
and they're known terrorists, and they just
We
release them
definitely
into
let a
our
lot of
country
people in from
countries
Yemen.
unknown. Also, they know
He
nothing
said
about
Asia,
the people.
Africa,
Go right in.
and the Middle
These
East.
people are crazy, and we have to win. We'll stop it immediately, and we'll have to.
Notice how he didn't say
we
anything
will-
about Europe?
It will be a big
Yeah.
deportation.
Nobody
We're going
wants
to
to come
deport
here
these
from
people.
Europe.
We're going to
That's
get them
why.
out of our country immediately, or we won't have a country. And if we win Pennsylvania, we will win the whole thing. The whole thing will be won. So for the sake of our families, for the sake of our children, we will keep on going. And as the expression goes, I mean, I'm a little embarrassed
Countries
to say it,
unknown
to
is
be honest.
funny.
But
Like,
I'm
there
gonna
are
say it because a lot of
countries
people
that
do
we've
say it.
never
We
even
will
thought about.
fight, fight, fight. We're going to fight for our country. We're going to fight for our country. And together we will save this country, we will restore the republic, and America's future will be bigger, better, bolder, brighter, happier, stronger, freer and greater, and more united than ever before. Our country will be united. You'll watch, you'll watch. You know, we had the most successful country ever, maybe in the world during my term. We had the
at any
greatest
point,
economy that we've ever had.
like him saying,
And you
this
know what
is
was
the best
happening?
ever,
We
the
were
greatest
uniting.
ever,
The other
ivermectin.
radical left people were coming over. They wanted to meet. They were
What are you laughing about?
coming over.
What are you
Women.
laughing about? It's a life-saving
Men.
medication. Get
If
your
you look at
contagion emergency kit and be
our
prepared.
Black population, our Hispanic population, our Asian population, everybody was doing better. People that went to the best schools and best colleges in the world got the highest marks, and people that couldn't get a high school degree, everybody was doing better, and our country was coming together. And then we got hit with COVID, a gift from China. Some people would call it the China virus. And we did a great job on that, too. We did a great job, but the world was disturbed. $60 trillion in damage worldwide, millions and millions of, tens of millions of people killed. And we still, during this 4-year period, we had the greatest economy, one of the great countries of the world. And we left with a stock market that was higher than it was just prior to COVID coming in. So what we did was something really incredible. But we had the greatest, most successful country ever. We had the greatest economy in our history, and we're going to do it again, and maybe even better. We learned a lot. We learned a lot about people and about doing things and what works and what doesn't work.
Man, they really paid
and
a
we're gonna
lot
do
for
it, and it's
this
gonna be
ad
quick.
space for this
It's gonna be
particular
quick.
product.
And we're going to have safe
They have
cities. and we're gonna
143,000
have
people
great
watching.
cities
I
again.
know,
And
that's
we're
a-
going to have a capital
that's
in
a huge
Washington,
sell
D.C.
right
We've
there.
fallen
which
off,
is right
dude.
now crime-ridden. You leave from the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, you go drive down to Washington, D.C., and you drive down and you end up getting murdered. You end up getting hurt.
What?
You get mugged. We're
Dude,
gonna
all the
straighten-
time,
we're gonna
dude.
straighten out
Washington,
Washington, D.C. We're
Yeah,
going to make it
dude,
again
you
the
don't
most
understand.
beautiful
What the fuck?
capital in the world.
Migrants
We're
are
not gonna have
literally
graffiti.
migrants have taken
We're not
over
gonna have
Washington, D.C.
graffiti on our
Washington, D.C. is
marble
like the
columns.
safest
We're not going to
fucking-
have
Yeah,
roads that
migrants
have
from
potholes
Israel.
all over them and medians that are falling into the highways.
There's
We're going to
more.
run it properly. We're going to change it. We're going to run it properly. It's an embarrassment to us. Can you imagine foreign leaders coming in and running over roads that haven't been paved in years? We're honored to be joined tonight by one of the people who is going to help us build this incredible future. And he is a truly incredible guy. And I don't say that often. He's a great gentleman. He's done such an unbelievable job for North Carolina, for Georgia, for Alabama, for Florida, for Tennessee. His name is Elon Musk. He saved free speech. He created
Oh, fuck you. Oh, gross.
so many different great things.
gross.
Where is he?
Fucking
Come on up here, Elon.
Fucking
He created the
loser.
first major American car company in generations, and his rocket company
my God.
is the only
Holy
reason we
shit.
can now send American astronauts into space.
Such a loser.
Here.
Oh, my.
Oh, why is
Take
he
over,
doing
Elon.
that?
Yes,
Oh,
take
my.
over.
Oh, my God. He's such a loser.
Dude, this is the worst neurodivergent visibility
Hi,
you
everyone.
could ever have, okay?
Oh,
Straight
my
up.
God. He's such a loser. Holy shit.
As you can see, I'm not just MAGA, I'm dark MAGA. Well, first of all, I want to say what an honor it is to be here. And, you know, the true test of someone's character is how they behave under fire. And we had one president who couldn't climb a flight of stairs, and another who was fist pumping after getting shot. Fight, fight, fight! Blood coming down the face.
Dude,
Now-
they're like child. The
America
brain works like a child
is
brain.
The home of the brain.
Fight! It was so sick, wasn't it? Wow.
And there's no truer test than courage under fire.
God, he's
So
such a
that
fucking
who do you
loser.
want representing America? Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I
And
mean,
I think
Joe
this,
Biden
this,
is no
this
longer
election,
running, so that doesn't even
I
make
think it's the
any
most important
sense.
election of our lifetime. This is no ordinary election. The other side wants to take away your freedom of speech.
You know
They want
what?
to take away your right
When
to
I look
bear
at people
arms.
like Elon Musk, it just goes to show you that there's
They
no,
wanna-
you don't need to be smart. You don't need to
they
be
want to take away
special.
your right to vote effectively.
Anybody could be rich.
You got
Bab,
14
thank you for the
states
taking
now
videos
that-
subs. You're
that
absolutely
don't
right.
require
Anybody
voter
could be
rights.
rich. You know what I mean?
California.
Like there was
where
a
I used to
vote.
live,
It actually makes me depressed about myself.
Just passed a law.
You know what I mean?
banning
I look at
voter
myself
ID
in the mirror
for
sometimes. I'm
voting.
like, Austin, you just got really lucky. You got no special ability.
I still can't believe that's real.
You had success, you lucky son of a bitch.
How are you supposed to have a good
100%.
proper election if
You
there's no
lucky
ID?
son of a
It's
bitch.
Meaningless. and free speech. Free speech is the bedrock.
You
of
were 1
democracy.
degree from being a loser. All right?
And-
Just a nothing.
If people don't
All right,
know
let him cook. Let him cook.
what's going on, if they don't know the truth, how can you make an informed vote? You must have free speech in order to have democracy. That's why it's the First Amendment. And the Second Amendment is there to ensure that we have the First Amendment. President Trump must win to preserve the Constitution. He must win to preserve democracy in America. Yes.
God, he's got this. Holy shit.
This is a must-win situation.
He's a terrible
Must
public
win.
speaker.
So I have one ask
Oh my God.
for everyone in the audience, everyone who watches this video, everyone in the live stream. There's one request. It's very important. Register to vote. Okay, and get everyone you know, and everyone you don't know.
Oh my
drag
God.
them to register to vote.
God, he's got
There's only
negative charisma.
2 days left to
Just
register to
negative.
vote in Georgia and Arizona. 48
He
hours.
sucks life out of a room.
Like, text people now.
God, he's awful.
Now.
Holy shit. What a buzzkill.
And then make sure they actually do
I'd be
vote.
pissed.
If they don't, this will be the last election. That's my prediction.
Oh, shut the
Nothing's
fuck.
more important. Nothing's more important.
What?
So get everyone you know. Everyone. So I'm speaking to people out there. Everyone in the crowd, I think, is already convinced. But for people out there that are watching the video, watching the live stream, you need to get everyone you know, at work, your friends, family, text groups, your social media, everything. Get them to register to vote right now. Only 2 days left for Georgia and Arizona. Only a couple weeks left in Pennsylvania. And if they're not registered to vote, it doesn't matter at that point. Register to vote. I'm being repetitive for a reason, okay?
Because you're a terrible public speaker.
Nothing is more important. And a lot of people think maybe their vote doesn't count. Well, it does, okay? It does. It matters. And this election could be decided by 1,000 votes, 500 votes. It could, a tiny margin.
Look at me.
So get everyone you know to register to vote. I believe it's swapthevote.com. That's the site. And double check that your registration is good. Don't take it for granted.
This shows
I'm
show
just
you
being
how
repetitive
bad the
about
Democratic
point
Party
because
is.
there's the one
That this
takeaway,
is how close it is.
more than anything,
You know what I mean?
that will matter is getting those registrations and then getting everyone
Like
you know to
Jesus
actually
Christ.
vote. That's
so
888
bad.
But you could call
Especially in
888 Big
Pennsylvania.
Land to buy land in Kentucky or whatever.
Holy shit, this is awful, man.
So
What is
thank
that
you.
fascist-looking flag
honestly,
behind you? That's Rick
wanna
Owens,
just be a
dumbass.
pest. Just be a pest to everyone you know, people on the street everywhere. Vote, vote, vote.
Yeah, that'll work.
Fight,
Get
fight,
the
vote, vote,
sweatiest,
vote.
most disgusting losers to be really annoying in public to go out and vote for Trump, as though they haven't been already. I'm sure that will really move the needle in his favor. Says a person from the party who calls him
What a
Hitler and a
great guy,
dictator.
and he'd rather
Donald
be-
Trump 100% has literally paraphrased Adolf Hitler, has also genuinely shown interest in Adolf Hitler's mass deportation policies that he wants to implement in the United States of America. It is not fear-mongering when you call Trump's policies Hitlerian. It's just facts. You're just upset with it because you've been taught that Adolf Hitler is bad in school, while simultaneously think that Hitler's ideas were great as long as it's implemented towards whoever the fuck you have decided is your enemy. That's it.
As he said, it's just not important.
Like,
We
how
have
do
to
you
save
hate
our
Adolf
country, so you
Hitler
have
and
to
think
get
he's
out
a
and vote.
scary individual while simultaneously
Wait, hold on.
love Donald Trump's opinions?
They play a lot of tricks, this particular other side. Elon's a very nice guy. He doesn't want to say it, but they play a lot of tricks. We can't let it happen.
I'm not
Can't
an
let it
Elon
happen
fan, but I
again. We
appreciate the
can't let it
baseline
happen.
encouragement to vote. Just spotting a silver lining. There is no way you're a real human being with that sentiment, I hope. That's crazy.
It's the worst vice president in the history of our country. And if you watched over the last couple of days, they are doing, this is a Katrina for them. This is one of the worst, they say it's the worst job ever done on helping people through the ravages of a hurricane. And they're watching, she's out there campaigning in
I'll
San
pray for all you
Francisco, a
misled
place that
angsty
she
children,
ruined.
chat. Hopefully one day you'll realize what's happening. I
ruined
just hope
San
it's not due to you
Francisco.
or your family getting murdered
She
or
ruined-
accosted by an
Think of it,
illegal
she ruined
immigrant.
San Francisco.
Until
She
then,
was
keep
the
on with the
worst
virtue signaling
DA,
and your race, sexual
and she
orientation
ruined the
being your
state of
entire
California.
personality.
Now she wants
Seems
to rule the
good.
United States
How do
of
you, Lake
America. We
McGroove,
can't
you
let her
can't
do it.
ban
So
this person. This
I
person is
called
a gem.
Elon
We
to
need
tell
more.
him that they needed
Elon makes
Starlink as
being
an
straight his
example.
whole personality.
They
I
couldn't
think it's
get
disgusting.
Starlink. I didn't know what Starlink was, I must tell you. Elon, I'm so embarrassed. I didn't know what the hell Starlink was. That's his, he loves Starlink. He can tell you every little screw
at him, he's
that's
just a
needed,
little
every
pussy.
wire
Look at him and his
I didn't know.
Starlink.
But when I was in North Carolina and Georgia
friend over there.
the other day,
He loves his
yesterday to be
Starlink.
exact, but they were saying we have tremendous communications, especially in North Carolina, and we have tremendous problems.
so
we have no
condescending to-
communication.
when
The
he
poles
talks
were
about
ripped down,
people.
The wires were underwater.
Look at him, he's just a
Houses
little
were
pussy.
destroyed.
Look at that
Possibly
cute little
1,000
pussy.
people, maybe more, will be. You know, there's
Somebody
600
get him laid,
people
he's
missing.
pathetic.
Missing is not good, because you know what missing means.
And they're just
generally.
sitting
That's
there
really
clapping
bad.
like a seal.
And they had no communication. They had literally no communication with, they called it the mainland because the water was so crazy. It was like they were in the middle of a lake and they'd never seen anything like it. And they said, do you know somebody named Elon Musk? I said, yeah, I happen to know him a little bit. He just endorsed me, actually. Although he endorsed me a long time ago, but he still, to me, every day is a good endorsement from Elon. Nobody's smarter than Elon. And they said, could you do us a favor? Could
Oh, the
you
guy
help
has
us?
an
We're
ear
trying to get
bandage.
Starlink. And
Wait,
it's
where?
very hard to
This
get.
guy
Most
in the
people say
back.
you
He's
can't even
wearing the
get it.
Trump
I
ear
called up
bandage.
Elon. I said, North Carolina's in big trouble. Georgia's in big trouble. They need communication. They have none because their poles have been knocked down and their wires are underwater and even dangerously underwater. But they have no communication. Elon, could you do something about Starlink, whatever the hell that is, Elon? Whatever Starlink, that's all they want to hear is Starlink. And an amazing thing happened. I got a call from one of the top people in North Carolina. I got a call from another great person in Georgia. And I wasn't finished with my phone call yet. And they got word that Starlink
Look at this idiot.
delivered to
We're
the
taking
States.
America
I
back
said,
from the communists.
no, and I said, what the hell is he, what kind of a system is that? Normally you'd have to hang up and he'd go and call people. He did it during the phone call. What kind of a system do you have? That's why he's a very advanced.
Okay, but how did he deploy a bunch of receivers into Nashville? Like, that's not how this works. You know what I mean? Unless he also shipped a bunch of receivers, like how are they going to get access to Starlink?
You don't have to pay me. You pay me someday when you get the money back. You don't have to pay me. He wanted nothing. He's a great guy. Thank you, Elon, for being here. Thank you very much. Great honor.
Starlink has been super helpful, not
Great
gonna
honor.
lie. I'm sure it is, but they need receivers. I suspected it was probably FEMA that bought the Starlink receivers and deployed it into the area of need. And that's precisely what happened. And Donald Trump is like weirdly taking credit for it. And Elon Musk is taking credit for it. When in fact, it was most likely FEMA that already bought it with the government funds allocated to it.
We're also joined by a
Give Starlink
great
credit for what
gentleman,
they've done
a
for the
top,
people.
top-
No, I think Starlink is awesome.
He went to,
Okay, I wish it wasn't owned by this
graduated, like, right at the
stupid
top of his class. In
dumbass.
2 years, I didn't know you could do that. It's 4-year college. Then he went to the military. Then he came
No,
out.
no,
and he
no.
did
I'm not gonna say
fantastic roles
Starlink.
at
It's
the military.
great.
Then he
It's
came out, he
pretty
went
good
to Yale
satellite internet.
without the benefit of family
just
ties.
understand
You know
how
what that
this
means,
works.
right?
You
Without
know what
the
I
benefit-
mean?
That's pretty good without family ties. I don't know too many of those people. They had no family ties. He got in. He can't get in. And he graduated along with his wife.
It was
The two-
FEMA. I
They're
lived
not gonna have
there.
any problems with your
FEMA
kids'
had some. I live in
academically, I can
Asheville. The
tell you. His
subscription is
wife
free
and
for
him were
only a
like the
month.
top students in the class. But he went to Yale Law School, and then he went out into the private
Yeah,
sector.
you would
Did
need
great. Then he
receivers
ran
ready
for
to go. Dozens of Starlink
the
systems
Senate,
deployed for
and he
Hurricane
did
Helene by the Biden
fantastically. He
administration.
won.
There you go.
And he's like
I
a
love that
rocket
Donald
ship.
Trump
He's
is
like
taking
one of
credit for it,
Elon's
though.
rocket
Like
ships, the way his career
he's
is
like, I don't know
going.
what Starlink is,
But you
but
see why.
I deployed them with Elon.
Brilliant guy, and you saw that the other night in the debate, right? You saw that the other night in the debate. You know the expression they have? If that were a fight, they would have stopped it, right? So I just want to thank JD. I was always confident in that pick. And we had great people
You
too,
sure,
JD. We have every
Hassan?
one of those guys were
Yes.
great. Every one of them. would have
Also,
done a
my
great
name is
job.
one
It
S,
was
not two
amazing.
S's.
But, we
I am
appreciate
sure.
the job you're doing, and he's also very energetic. And he'll go on
Starlink
anyway.
doesn't
He'll
work
go
without
on
receivers. Receivers should have been
MSDNC.
given
I say, oh, he's on that.
earlier.
He'll go on CNN. It's like he has no problem. He swats them like this. He has no problem.
Yeah, falsely claiming that the systems is yet to be
No,
deployed.
it's true. You know,
We
other
want
people
Starlink
say,
hooked up.
sir, I'd rather not do that one. I'd rather not do that one, sir. I'd rather not do them because they are, you know, very. With him, he doesn't care. He says, they're not going to outsmart me.
Look at that.
So I want to thank JD. You've done a great job. Thank
That's
you
from
very much.
September 30th.
What is he?
Amazing.
Who is he talking to? What is he accomplishing with
We have
this
a lot of
speech?
senators and a lot of people from Congress. I'm going to introduce a few of them that are really outstanding, and they are warriors and they're great patriots. Senator Eric Schmidt. Where's Eric Schmidt? He's around here someplace. Nice, tall, handsome guy. Thank you, Eric. What a great job you've done. He helps us so much with the Senate, and we've got a great Senate. We have to get a couple of more senators elected. I think it's going to happen.
Look
too.
at this.
I
Hold
think
on.
it's going to happen. We have members of Congress here. Dan Muser. Dan, where's Dan? Great job. Real warrior. These are warriors.
I'm switching my
Guy
vote.
Reschenthaler.
I'm voting
That's
for
the
Trump
hardest
now.
name in the Senate to pronounce, but I've learned how to pronounce it.
Oh, you want to
Guy,
show the
thank you
boobs?
very
Is
much.
that what
Great.
I'm-
Where's Guy? Guy, thank you very much. Guy.
No, I'm trying to.
Glenn
trying to see the
G.T.
boobs.
Thompson. Fantastic guy. Thanks, Glenn. Great job. John Joyce. Thank you, John. Great. Corey Mills. He's out there fighting, too. He's out there. He is out there in North Carolina, Georgia. He's out there helping
Wait,
people.
isn't that the?
Mike Waltz.
Hold on.
Who's a tremendous national security asset. Thank you, Mike.
It's an image of an OnlyFans model who's like pro-Trump, and she's naked and she lowers the Trump 2024 flag that she has to show her wonderful boobs.
She has great boobs.
Austin loves titties, by the way.
I do.
Like a little too much for a gay man. No,
Not like sexually.
No lie. He loves titties.
I just
It's
think that-
weird.
I-
I can't show it to you. It's nudity. What I can show you instead is the top of the hour ad break, which is
No, not sexually. It's
3
just like,
minutes
wow.
of fun at the top of the hour, as long as you're subscribed, in which case you'll have an uninterrupted
Healthiest of
experience.
the
Here's the
three.
3 minute
He
ad break
said,
now.
Definitely,
It's like
Donald
when I was like-
Trump. There's
when I
not
was-
Which
even a
prime is free,
contest.
folks. What's up?
And I love
When
that
I was
guy.
created, like
when he said
the
that,
last minute, I was
JD, when he
gay
said that,
in the
I said,
womb,
I like this guy.
I like.
So then he
started
said,
out
you know, sir,
becoming
he was
like
leaving the
get
White
all
House.
the
He said,
foundations
I'd
of
love to
being
run for
straight.
Congress.
But then,
And
like,
he
I
ran
don't know.
with- against 28 people, they were running. They were
At
all
some
running
point,
for
it
the
took a turn.
Republican primary because whoever won that primary is going to win. I think it's a Trump plus 48. Whoever wins gets 48. 48
I've got,
point
like, the-
start. And not only did he win, he won easily. And now he's one of the most popular people in Congress and one of the most talented, maybe more importantly. Ronnie Jackson. Ronnie. Where's Ronnie? Where is he? Oh, good. Thank you, Ronnie. And you got a lot of talent surrounding you there. I think it's very important also. We're here for a reason, and that's to win and to honor Corey. But Corey wants us to win too. And
Oh
there's
my
a man
God.
in the
He's
audience.
dead, bro.
that's
He's
been
dead.
Very much a career path, a little bit like JD, a great student, great talented student, fantastic in the military, then went out to be a tremendous success, one of the most successful people on Wall Street, actually. And he's tough and he's smart, and he's going to make sure you always have fracking in Pennsylvania. And he's going to make sure you have many other things other than fracking. You have a senator that now does nothing. He does nothing. And he doesn't fight for you. He votes with Biden.
You're a
if you can
soy
believe it,
boy?
like 100% of the
How
time.
can you vote for Kamala Harris? First of all, I never said I was. This is coming from an Australian. Come on and explain to an American how will Kamala Harris be baited for the world? First of all, you're Australian. You're double cucked. You're still cucked under the Commonwealth, and the Commonwealth is completely dominated by the United States of America. Okay? Get excited at the prospect that we are even giving you nuclear submarines as China basically turns you into a goddamn vassal state, which is, by the way, a far preferable future for your stupid country than, being permacucked to the United States of America and be used as a base of operations for some of the greatest like spy satellites to exist on the planet. Okay. How are we still cucked to the Brits? I don't know. Go look at your money, dumbass.
Oh my God, they took like a Pinot Noir that wasn't selling well, and they branded it as like Trump Pinot Noir.
Also,
it's genius.
Also, it doesn't really matter whether Kamala Harris or Donald Trump is president when you're in Australia. You're going to get dominated by us regardless. So Canada is still cucked? Yes. What kind of stupid question is this? Yes. Canada is still cucked. Canada is also America's hat. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? Have some self-respect and decency and sever your goddamn ties with the American state and the UK. It's even dumber to be cucked by the UK. They literally have the king all over post offices and shit. They celebrate King Day. Yeah, exactly. It's so dumb that an Australian's like, oh, how will Kamala Harris be better, mate? It's like, dude, it's not going to change anything for you. Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, you are still going to do the bidding of American empire, okay? And you're going to like it. That's it. It doesn't change the dynamic even a little bit for you.
Because we have a lot of votes. We have plenty of votes. Stop the steal. That's why you've got to get out. You've got to get out and vote. We're going to win this thing. And the more we win it, it's too big to rig. You know the expression we use, make it too big to rig.
Getting called out right now.
Elon would understand this better than anybody statistically. At a certain point, their cheating doesn't matter. And we want to make it too big to rig. And we also have somebody that's very special, the co-chair of the Republican Party, Lara Trump. Thank you. Lara, thanks.
I was holding an outside hope that Trump might galvanize Albo to distance from the U.S., but I don't think so anymore. Fuck no, dude. Australia was the first country to implement TSA protocols after 9/11, and the reasoning for why they did that security theater bullshit, was specifically so American tourists would feel at home in Australia. That's how incredibly cucked Australia is.
She's married to my wonderful son, Eric, who's right here. So, Eric, please stand up. He's a great guy. Eric has a distinction. He has gotten more subpoenas than any man in the history of our country by about 10 times. Every day Congress would meet, they'd send him a subpoena. What is it about? They have no idea.
Australia is so cucked to the United States. They saw Americans doing war crimes in Afghanistan. They were like, we need to get us, mate. We need to do our war crimes too.
And he made a big contribution yesterday to Georgia.
Fucking hell.
Big contribution.
It can't just be the Americans doing war crimes. We'll do our own. We're a fucking penal colony as well, mate.
Hi, Steve. Thanks. And another man who's one of the greatest businessmen in the country, he actually said that if Trump doesn't win, this country is going to go into a massive depression. Well, I don't know about that, but he has been a very good predictor, I will say that. And truly one of the greats, one of the great pickers, picker meaning stocks. He knows what he's doing, and highly respected by everybody. John Paulson. Thank you, John. Great. Great guy. Now, we have so many others, and I won't do it because we have to really get out of here before it gets
everything
too
that
cold
happens in a war is a crime on both sides. Yeah, you have that same.
There's one teleprompter, not
Dude,
that I use the
typical
teleprompter too
bogan.
much. Isn't it?
Everything that happens in a war is a crime on both sides. Yeah, you're right, dude. The Afghan civilian population was also doing crimes by being in the vicinity of American bullets. Thank you. Or the Iraqi civilian population was engaging in an act of crime by being in the vicinity of Australian war criminals, I guess. Good job, man. Yeah. Do you have that same energy for World War II? Or are you going to be like, hey, well, the Nazis might. The Nazis might. I was at a bogan comment. I never said that's their fault, you idiot. What could you be talking about? We're talking about Australian war crimes, specifically committed. God, dude, Australia is so cucked. You guys literally jailed another whistleblower recently. I'm talking about war. Okay, what is war? What is the Afghan war? What is the occupation of Afghanistan? They rolled over and handed them Pine Gap for unrestricted CIA surveillance too. I know. Any war is a crime on humanity, for fuck's sake. All right, mate.
He ran over, National Guard. He ran over and grabbed Corey, and Corey was still living, and he was doing mouth-to-mouth resuscitation on a man who was really in bad shape, like nobody's ever seen, and his family appreciates it.
He's calling him gay now.
So thank you very much. Right? Amazing, amazing the people that we have, and you learn about them under times like this. That's when you really learn. So we're going to be seeing Rico again. And Ed Shear, fantastic job. Thank you, Ed. We appreciate it. Thank you, Ed. Thank you. Thank you very much, Ed. Great job. In addition, this evening, we have to send our prayers and support to all the families affected by Hurricane Helene.
Ed Sheeran,
This has been the worst
right.
hurricane response by a president and vice president since Katrina, and this is simply not acceptable. Those people, I was there yesterday with North Carolina and Georgia, and I'll tell you, and by the way, the governor of Georgia is doing an excellent job, but we have other people that aren't doing a good job, and we have to have them do a good job. But the federal government is doing a very bad job. They are not doing the job, and we have death and destruction that we haven't
Did
seen
you feel
maybe
at home when you
ever.
visited
It's a real
Australia?
bad
Yes,
one, and they have to
Australia
get
is
people
basically
there.
America, but
They
more
don't have
fun
people there. They
and
don't
with
have
better
people.
Asian food.
Kamala wined and dined in San Francisco, and all of the people in North Carolina. No helicopters, no rescue. It's just what's happened there is very bad. They're offering them $750 to people whose homes have been washed away, and yet we send tens of billions of dollars to
Did
foreign
you go to
countries
Diddy's
that
parties?
most
No,
people
I was
have
too
never
busy
heard
having
of.
sex with your
They're
dad.
offering them $750. They've
I was
been,
your
these
dad
people have been destroyed.
every time a Diddy party was
One-
happening.
Young lady washed. You saw that with her son. I mean, pretty.
Oh, my
I wish I
God.
never saw it, but just washed away. Your son was washed away with the grandparents.
The coffee.
And so sad. And they're offering it, they're giving them $750. And think of it. We
I'm gonna
give
start-
foreign countries
great business,
hundreds
MAGA
of
merch.
billions of dollars, and we're handing
Now you're
North
thinking.
Carolina
That's what I'm talking about.
$750. If you want a president who won't even try to save you when the floodwaters are rising, vote for Kamala. She's not the right person. Look, you know what? If they did a good job, I wouldn't have run. To be honest with you, I didn't need to do this. I didn't need to. If I thought they were doing an even modestly good job, I wouldn't have run. But I saw right from the beginning, grossly incompetent, and I was right about that, and I decided to run. And we're doing really well. I was telling you about polls. We're way up in some polls. We're up in other polls. And with the swing states, I think most of them have us up in every single swing state, including the great commonwealth of a place called Pennsylvania. And don't ever not call it a commonwealth, because I've seen people call it a state, and that's the end of them. That's practically the end of their political career. You got to be very careful with Pennsylvania. It's that commonwealth. I haven't made that mistake. I don't want to either. It was not a pretty picture. If you want a president who will stop at nothing to protect you
What
and
is
your
he
family, I hope you're going to vote for
What?
a gentleman named Donald J. Trump. Have you heard of him?
He sucks.
Together we will rebuild Western North Carolina, rural Georgia, and
He's starting
every
to get to the end of
other
his speech. His
state
speech has been
that's been
ass.
so badly
No, it's
affected.
not
That
getting to the
includes
end of the speech.
Alabama,
There's still plenty
Virginia
more.
was very hit hard. South Carolina was hit very hard.
No wonder
Florida.
people are leaving.
So many states. Tennessee was hit really
Look,
hard.
they're leaving.
They were all hit, and we're going to work with them. And you know, the next president is
they're
going to be the
getting
one that
closer.
really
They're
wants
getting
to
their
get.
back to
They got to get this
Somebody had
done.
to leave
but
for
once
that.
that happens, the next president is going to be the one that has to really help him, and JD will be there to help him. I know that. 2024 is the most important election in the history of our country, and here are the facts. My opponent, Kamala Harris, is the most incompetent and far-left nominee ever to run for president. You know, she's much further left than crazy Bernie Sanders. You know that. She wants to open borders. She took the most secure border in U.S. history and turned it into the worst border in the history of the world. Remember, she was appointed border czar. She says she wasn't now after 3 years, but she was. But whether she was or not, she was in charge of the border. And the other day I saw her get up and say, we will do this, we will do that. We're going to. Why didn't they do it 4 years ago? Why didn't they do it? The damage is so bad, and so it's been done. She let in 21 million illegal aliens from all over the world, from prisons and jails and mental institutions and insane asylums, and they're terrorists at record levels, at levels we've never seen before. She cost you $29,000 a family through inflation price hikes. And now she wants a larger tax hike, and she wants to go the largest tax hike in American history. There's never been a tax hike like what she's proposing. She's going to raise your taxes a minimum of $3,000. She's a big taxer. And she was the original creator of Defund the Police. I think for all the sheriffs over here, if you're a partner in Defund the Police for even 2 days, you cannot be president. But she was one of the founders of Defund the Police, and she still believes that, by the way. I don't know how anybody could, but she still believes that. And if she ever had a chance, there's a good possibility she'd go back to it. Can you imagine somebody's robbing our house? Well, there's nothing we can do about it. That's what they say there's nothing. You know, they tried it. And you know where they tried it? In Minnesota with our vice president. And it wasn't working out too well. It was working out very well for the robbers and the criminals. That's the only one it was working out well for. Kamala Harris vowed to abolish ICE. She wants mass amnesty and citizenship for illegals. And worst of all, she lost, and this is maybe the worst thing in the whole, that nobody talks, the fake news won't mention it. She lost more than 325,000 migrant children that are now dead in slavery or just plain missing, probably never to be seen again, never to see their parents again.
She's literally a cop herself. What are you talking about?
325,000 have been lost. She praised the idea of a 70% to an 80% tax rate. She imposed a natural gas export ban on Pennsylvania, which is killing your energy workers and your pricing. You know, you have one of the highest energy costs in the country, and yet you're sitting on top of a massive amount of energy that she doesn't want to get. It's been a disaster.
Dude, this is like kind of optics related, but like Trump supporters are so like gross and so goddamn
looking.
Yeah, there's like a stink around them. Like I can see one from a mile away. When I see someone, it's never like a normal person.
No,
it's never like, rarely ever do you encounter someone and they're like a buttoned up normal guy or gal and they're a Trump supporter. You know what I mean? It's weird. They have this like weird aura, this weird energy about them every time, especially ones that you see at the Trump rally. Like you can, you know, the peak of the cult. They're just so insane.
Has banned any and all ID requirements from voting and registering to vote. You're not even allowed to mention the fact, Elon. You're not allowed to mention the fact. You can't say, "May I see your ID?" If you do, it's a criminal act. This is a takeover of the country. You're not allowed to ask for an ID. If you do, it's a criminal count. Other Democrat states are following. This is only so they can cheat. There's only one thing that you do this for, so that you can cheat on elections. There's no other conceivable reason. Kamala Harris is a radical left Marxist. She is a woman.
Like, look at this lady who made like a Elon Musk shirt. Like, you're not mentally well. Like, when you go the distance like this and you go and you make like a custom made t-shirt with like some tweet that you made towards Elon Musk or whatever, like that is like deep levels of mental illness, okay? You're just not a normal person at that point. You're insane.
He got 14 million votes. If you believe in democracy or a system, he got 14 million votes, and she got none. She was the first one out, 22 candidates, and she never made it to Iowa. She quit before Iowa, and now she's running, and that's okay. But, you know, we spent $150 million beating Biden, and as soon as he was down and out for the count, they said, let's take him out. We'll give somebody else to run. Never happened before. We do a lot of firsts, I will tell you. We do a lot of firsts. But she's a person that rated even worse in every statistic than any other senator. She was rated at the bottom of the U.S. Senate. She's destroyed everything she touched. But the good news is that we have a plan to fix it. We're going to fix it. We're going to fix it fast. Nobody is going to stand for open borders. Nobody is going to stand for a bad military.
Wait, is that a Nazi number?
Nobody is going to stand for education that's not proper.
Wait.
We're moving
it was on purpose, right?
Education back to the States. You're going to be running your own education.
That's crazy.
So we have, you know, in education, so important is what's
Does that
more
happen all
important
the
than
time?
education. But we rank at the bottom of every
That's
list. Like 40
crazy.
major countries.
That's
we're
too
at the
specific
bottom.
of a number.
But we're top of the list as
my
cost
God.
per pupil. We spend more
Holy
per pupil,
shit.
per student than any other country anywhere in the world. So we're number one in that.
the number,
number
bro.
38,
Somebody said
39,
something in
or
the
40
chat,
every
made me laugh.
single time.
88 is Heil
And you
Hitler
have
in the
Denmark,
alphabet, and 14
you have
is for the
Sweden,
14
you have
words.
Norway,
Jesus Christ.
You have China is always the top 5. Can you believe it? China's the top 5. That's amazing.
Chat, y'all.
But we're going to move our education back to the states. So places like Indiana and Iowa and Idaho and states that you don't even hear too much of because they're so good and so well run. They're going to run their own education. And you know what's going to come out of that? A Denmark, a Norway, a Sweden, maybe, I don't even know, China.
Chatter
Can
found
you
that
imagine China
crackhead?
with 1.4 billion people is a top 5, and we're close to 4.
I already got your attention on X, and I want to get it again.
Starting on day 1, I will seal the
Hey, Elon Musk, I'm out here in Butler, Pennsylvania at this rally awaiting for you and President Trump's arrival. I already got your attention on X, and I want to get it again. I want to work with you to make the America Pact great again. I'm standing here right now, but I really got to see it in the back. I really got to see it in the back. So watch out.
Oh. Yikes.
Definitely a normal person. You know what I mean? Like that's like, definitely a normal fucking individual right there, dude. Definitely not like genuinely mentally ill.
United States. And you know what? I would have been worse than them. I would have had it done even faster. They've dumped them into the United States of America, and that's what we have. And it's dangerous out there. We're getting them out. We're getting them out quickly. And we will defeat inflation, and we will make America affordable again. And it's going to start with liquid gold. We have more liquid gold, oil and gas under our
prices
feet
are still up
than any nation in the world, including Saudi Arabia and Russia. We will become energy independent like we were just 4 years ago. You know, 4 years ago, we were energy independent. Can you believe it? And then we were going to become energy dominant. We will be dominant within a matter of months, and we will make so much money. We are going to drill, baby, drill. And we will again open Anwar. Ronald Reagan tried to do it. Every single president from before Reagan tried to do it, and I got it done. Anwar is the largest drilling site anywhere in the world. It could be larger than Saudi Arabia, could be larger than Russia. It's in Alaska. And I got it done, and we worked to get it done. And one of the first things he did was terminate Anwar, and that was going to take care of all of Asia. That was going to make us so much money. We would have paid off debt. You would have gotten. I gave you the biggest tax reduction in history. You would have gotten even a bigger one. You were going to be just very happy. You were going to say, I like that guy very much. 20 million Americans are behind on their electric bills right now. It was just announced. 20 million Americans, they're struggling to pay their monthly bills at a record rate. There's never been anything like it.
Oh, God damn it.
And it's all because of their anti-U.S. energy.
Idiots, dude. You're such idiots, dude. You're so stupid. Yeah, good job.
Well, I didn't do that, did I?
No, they were already doing it. You shouldn't have called it out. Now they're going to do it more.
Cars, if you buy a Tesla, which is good. It's good. We will have your energy prices cut in half. It'll be cut in half within a period of 1 year from January 20th, which is the day
crazy.
we take office. And that's going to save you a lot of money. And that's going to, in turn, bring down the prices of everything. Because, you know, more than anything else, people tell me about the groceries. The groceries are groceries. They use the... And what they're talking about is food. Everything's going to be coming down when we do that. We're also going to get your interest rates way down. JD. We will bring automobile manufacturing back to the United States at levels never seen before. And we will turn the United States into a manufacturing superpower again. It hasn't been there in many, many years.
He still looks like shit.
We had it started 4 years ago. The centerpiece of my plan for a manufacturing renaissance will be a 15% made in America corporate tax rate. In other words, if you make your product in the United States, you get a rate. So I cut it from 39% to 21%. Everyone said that was impossible. I got it done. And we had the best boom we've ever had. We did more revenue when we had it at 21 than when it was at 39. Think of it, much more. The following year, we did much more. And then I'm going to take it from 21 to 15, which will make us the most competitive country in the world. Nobody will be able to compete with us. But that 15 rate only goes for those who make their product in America. They have to make their product here, otherwise they pay 21. And we will protect those companies moving into America and all of our existing companies with stiff tariffs placed on companies that don't move in. If they don't come in, if they don't want to make their product here, that's fine, but they're going to be tariffed. We have to protect our companies, and that's what we're going to do.
Dude, she's now
the only way
showing
they
her
can get
fucking
out of
tweets that
paying
the
those tariffs
dumbass
is to
Trump
build
supporters
their
behind Donald
plants
Trump.
and factories in America. We
Oh
may
my
even be able to
God.
get Elon
Oh
to
my
build some of
God.
them. I think we will. And hire American workers for the job. We're going to hire American workers for the job. We will pass the Reciprocal Trade Act. If China or any other country charges us 100 or 200% tax, then we will likewise charge them a 100 or 200% tax. We had a lot of problems on that one with the Senate, and we're going to get that done. Think of it. They charge us, and we don't charge them. Now they charge us, we're going to charge them the same thing. Reciprocal, it's reciprocal. I will not let Mexico, China, or any other country sell cars into the United States to the detriment of our auto workers who will do better than they have ever done. We're going to bring back the car business like it was 50, 60, and 70 years ago. Everyone's going to want to be back here. And I will not approve Japan buying U.S. steel 70 years ago, the greatest company anywhere in the world. It was the greatest company anywhere in the world, and now we have Japan buying U.S. steel. I don't like that. We will deliver massive tax cuts for workers, and we will have a policy that I think is so great. No tax on tips. No tax on overtime. And no tax on Social Security for our great seniors. No tax. And you know, when you think of it, our seniors were.
Never mind,
so
false
bad.
alarm. It's MAGA. It's like MAGA
Inflation
hogs
has killed
tweeting
our
at her
seniors. You know,
to
they have a
fucking
fixed
tell her to
income
wave.
that's
I
gotten
looked.
worse every
I looked at her
month. It's gotten
replies.
worse
It's like a
and
bunch
worse.
of like
Just horrible.
real
And they haven't
American
gone down,
patriots
they've
being
only
like,
gone up.
please
Prices
wave
have
at
still
us.
only gone
Where I'm
up.
seeing you
And
on
while working
TV.
Americans catch up, we're going to put a temporary cap on the credit card interest rates at 10%. People are paying 28% interest, 25%
What?
interest. I will always protect
yeah,
Social
10%.
Security and Medicare with no cuts. We're not going to do anything with Social Security, but they're going to destroy Social Security because all of the migrants coming in are going on between Medicare, Social Security, other programs, and nobody is able to afford it. I will
Yeah,
settle
it's
the
probably
war.
Asmongold's
I will end the chaos
viewers
in
that
the
are
Middle East,
tweeting at her.
and I will
if they're
prevent,
hogs.
I promise you, World War III. We're not going to have World War III. And right now, we're very close to having it. We will lead the world in space exploration. Thank you, Elon. We will lead the world in military, and we will reach Mars before the end of my term. Elon promised me he was going to do that. I don't know. Can you do that? Stand up. Can we do that? He wants to reach. I think he's going to do it. JD, work on him. Work on him. Work on him. JD is working on Elon. Now, he told me
yeah,
that
he is.
we're going to win, and he's going to reach Mars
Work
by
that
the end of our
cock,
term,
JD.
which is a big thing. Before
I mean, they're
China,
all
before
such-
Russia,
they're
before
all-
anybody,
Couch,
right? And
JD.
They're all the exact same
my
type of
money's on that
fucking
guy
loser.
right there. We will rebuild our cities, including Washington, D.C., making them safe, clean, and beautiful again. And we will keep the U.S. dollar as the world's reserve currency. It's losing right now. It's losing right now, but I'll be able to do it. Other people won't. I'll tell these countries as they leave us on the. I say, you want to do business in the United States? You're going back into the reserve currency, and if you don't, we're going to charge you a big, fat, beautiful tax to do business in the United States. And they're going to say, I would love very much to go back into the U.S. reserve currency. No, we're going to save it. But these people aren't going to save it. They don't know how to talk. They don't know how to think. Together, we will deliver low taxes, low regulations, low energy costs, low interest rates, and low inflation so that everyone can afford groceries, a beautiful car, and a home. Very basic. It's very basic. We will stop the invasion, end migrant crime, strengthen our military, build a missile defense shield around our country, keep critical race theory and transgender insanity. We're going to keep it the hell out of our school.
Insanity?
We're going to keep that insanity out of our school. And as I said, we will keep men out of women's sports. So demeaning to women. You saw that in the Olympics. They have female boxing, women's boxing, and
Oh my God,
a young lady from Italy Very good boxer, very, very good.
Oh,
she
my
was all
God.
excited, but she played
It's
a
so
person
funny
who
that it's like
transitioned,
this is just a
person
total fake
transitioned,
story
a
that
male
they made up
transitioned
And they
to a
just
female,
keep pushing
and
it.
yelled about
and,
it.
the
But
young girl
so
from
much
Italy,
of this
beautiful young woman.
madness,
I'm not allowed to say that
so
anymore
much of this
politically, but I'll
madness
say
is
she was a beautiful
directly
young
just
woman.
made up
If you
shit.
say that, that's the end of your career, right? But it's not. If it is, so be it, okay? We've got to get back to real life. But this beautiful young lady is out, and she gets little jab, left jab. And she goes back, oh, my God, I've never been hit like that. This is just like a defensive. Then he goes, the corner say, you can take her. You can. So they push her out. Boom, another one. And she says, that's enough. I can't do it. I can't take it.
Chat, you have to understand, him being like Iman Khalif is a man or trans or whatever when she is not, is no different than like any number of different conspiracies that they operate on. Like the fact that immigrants are killing hundreds of thousands, if not millions of Americans. Like it's just made up. All of that shit is just made
Side
up.
of the barbell, an eighth of a pound in the other, and they can't do it. And the record standing for 18 years, they just can't do it.
Most of the Republican strategy is just creating a completely made up story and then getting a lot of hype surrounding it. And if left unchecked, continuing along with it. Sometimes even if they are outed as lying, they still continue to lie about it. We don't know if the guy who attempted self-immolation is a CBS journalist or not.
Family will thrive, and every day will be filled with opportunity and hope. We need hope. We need the American dream back, don't we? We're going to have the American dream. We're going to have the American dream, so every kid in your family is going to grow up and say, I want to be like Elon Musk. I want to have 200 billion in cash. I'm going to be like Elon Musk. That's the American dream. But for that to happen, we must defeat Kamala Harris, and we must stop her country-destroying, radical left agenda once and for all. We cannot have it happen. So you must get out and you must vote. Here in this incredible Commonwealth, we stand on the shoulders of generations of Pennsylvania patriots who gave everything they could give, every single thing for their rights and for their freedom. Pennsylvania is where our founding fathers declared American independence and sounded the beautiful Liberty Bell. It's where the Army weathered its brutal winter at Valley Forge, where General George Washington led his men on a daring mission across the Delaware, and where generations of tough, strong, beautiful miners and steelworkers put Pennsylvania spirit into every single thing they did. And from Gettysburg to Germantown and Philadelphia to Barron Hill, and
I guess they're no
from
longer running
Brandywine to right here in Butler, this is the place where Pennsylvania patriots poured out their blood with the love of their country. They love their country so much. And so in honor of all those American heroes who came before us, we will press forward, we will push onward, and together we will win, win, win. We're going to win, win, win. Nothing will sway us, nothing will slow us, and no one will ever stop us, no matter what dangers come our way, no matter what obstacles we must face. We will keep striving toward our magnificent American future. We will not fail. We will not allow ourselves to fail. From this day forward, we will always put America first, and we will take back and save the United States. November 5th, Election Day, will be the most important day in the history of our country. And together with the great people of Pennsylvania, we will make America powerful again. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America healthy again. We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again. Thank you, Pennsylvania. God bless you.
Damn,
God bless you,
tuned out.
Pennsylvania.
I like people being like, oh, why don't we just like, why doesn't Iman Khalif sue Donald Trump? Dude, what are you talking about? He literally has like 1 million lawsuits, civil, like federal prosecution up his ass.
It's just like get
state
in line.
prosecution. None of that shit matters.
Oh my God,
big
he's
dog.
dancing.
He's rich. Okay, he's wealthy. He's running for president. He's a cult leader. Okay,
I'll be honest. You know, that speech was ass.
Yeah, I mean, he's lost a step.
It's ass, man. I don't know. That didn't move any needles.
I think the significant aspect of this is that CNN and MSNBC was covering it for like a big chunk of it.
I don't know if that's a good thing for him.
No, I mean it's not bad. It's like old school.
Does that play to does that sort of shit that they did in the beginning singing Ava Maria, does that play to the average American? I'm trying to recall back when that would have played to me. You know what I mean?
No, he's not. First of all, was there ever?
There may have been a time when I would have cried. There may have been a time in my life when I would have cried.
Why are you jerking off to Mike? He's doing the gay OST. This picture of Musk jumping, I can't believe they posted this, dude. He looks like absolute dog shit. He looks disgusting.
Not to be like
what, a fat shamer? Is that what you're gonna be? Go ahead, you're gay, you're allowed.
I just don't understand if you're a multi-billionaire. He obviously cares about how he looks. And there's nothing wrong with this, right? If he's happy and comfortable, that's his prerogative. But you're a multi-billionaire. I would have a chef everywhere with me.
He just has no self-control. I would have a jet.
You could make delicious food that was like perfect to macros and just 20 minutes a day on the Stairmaster, right? That you could literally you could bring it to your hotel room. You know what I mean? Like you could have it on your 787 jet, which I would own. All right. He's not like, you're a billionaire and you're not even good at being a billionaire. Like he's not even good at being rich. You know? I don't know. You know what? If he's happy, I support him.
I don't.